So for my project, I decided to do the trolley problem. So I wanted to choose two different scenarios for it. So I chose the original and the bystander with three options because I thought that was the most interesting alternative. So the original trolley problem, you're in a trolley, you're the driver, and you realize that the brakes have failed. You cannot stop the trolley, and you see on the track ahead of you there are five workers. These workers are unable to get off the track in time, and if you do nothing, they will get hit by the trolley and die. But you are able to switch it to a track, let's say it's off to the left. If you switch it there, there's only one worker on that track. So you switching it would kill that one worker and save the five people. He is also unable to escape in time. So what do you do? Do you switch it to kill one person, or do you do nothing and let the five die? A lot of people, from what I've seen, will say to kill the one, because one death is a lot less than five deaths. But to me, I think it's the act of flipping the switch makes you responsible for the one person's death. When if you let it forward to kill the five people, you're not responsible for that because it was an accident. The brakes weren't working. But I do agree that one death is less than five, so personally, I would choose switching the track to the single worker. So for my second option, it's the bystander with three options. So in this scenario, you are a bystander. You're not in the trolley, but you are on one of the tracks. So let's say that there's a left track and a right track. The trolley is heading towards the middle. The middle has five people on it, and the one on the left has the one worker on it. And you are able to control which way the trolley goes. You are on the track to the right. So there's to the left, one worker, to the middle, five workers, and to the right, you. So you are able to decide if the trolley goes to the left, right, or you could do nothing and it would keep going to five people. Um, the question with this one is it morally permissible to kill one person if it's not yourself? I think most people for this want to kill the person that's not themselves because one death is less than five, so they would be saving the five people, but also they themselves won't be dying. And I think that the drive behind that answer is selfishness because you don't want to die. Like, nobody wants to, I mean, nobody wants to die. So if you really do want to save the five people, the options would either be you or someone else. I In the book, the question was, is it morally permissible to kill someone else if you can also kill yourself? Because the other person is not the one deciding to save the five people, you are. And I don't think it's morally permissible to kill the other person. I think it's easier to kill the other person, but I don't think it's right if you could kill yourself to save them anyway, because the other person isn't choosing to save the people. So yeah. So for the more fun part of this video, I thought it would be fun to look at trolley problem memes because I always saw them on social media like before, and I think they're funny. And now like learning about it a couple times through school, I think they're even funnier. So there are some that have to do with philosophy, and then there's some that are more like out of nowhere. They're just funny. So the first one I have is the Ship of Theseus trolley problem. And we did talk about this in class, so I thought it was relevant. So you can read it. It says, is the trolley the same as at the end because they're switching out every piece? So you're asking, did the original trolley kill the man or was it a new trolley because they replaced all the parts? Which I think that's funny because that's like the Ship of Theseus. And then for the second one, this one doesn't really have a picture to it, but it's the prisoner. So it's the prisoner's dilemma, but put into a trolley problem. So if you both do the same thing, everyone would die, and if you both do nothing, the least people would die. So for the third one, I have the hedonist trolley problem, and hedonism is all about the greatest pleasure. So it's saying that if you do save the five people, you won't do the sick loop-de-loop, and the loop-de-loop would give you the greatest pleasure, because that's pretty fun. So I think that one's pretty funny. And then for the last one in the philosophy section, you are a professor of philosophy. Do you tie people to the rails to save your job? Because philosophy professors, they gotta do the trolley problem right. So I think that one's kind of funny too. And then here's when we get into the more meme funny ones that have nothing to do with philosophy. They're just jokes. So this one is do you pull the lever even if the lever does nothing? And this next one is, do you accept your duty to return the cart even though you gain nothing? So yeah, I thought they were funny. I think they're pretty interesting to look at. And for the next part, I decided to go ask my friends and family what they would do in the two trolley problem dilemmas that I discussed earlier.
Okay, I'm out, and it's Sunday of A-Day, and we're going to ask people what they would do in certain trolley problem scenarios. Yeah! Okay, so if you were on a trolley and you are going on a track and you can't stop the train, and there's 5 workers on the track in front of you, but you can switch the track to a track that only has 1 person on it, would you switch it to kill the 1 person, or would you let it go and kill 5 people?
Switch it to kill the 1 person.
Normal trolley problem.
1 and 5.
So,
It's going
okay.
towards the 5.
I would switch it to the 1.
Okay, so if you're in the trolley problem, would you switch the track to kill 1 person or keep going to kill 5?
I'd kill the 1 person.
What would you do in the trolley problem?
I would switch it to kill 1 person.
Okay, so if you're a bystander in the trolley problem, but there's 3 tracks. 1 has 1 person, 1 has the 5 people, and 1 has you. What do you switch it to? Or do you just let it go to kill 5 people?
I'd kill the 1 person again.
The one that's not you?
Yeah. No.
Why?
'Cause I don't want to die.
Valid. Okay, if you're in the trolley problem, but you're the bystander, and there's 3 options, which would you choose?
I would choose the 1 person still.
The one that's not you.
Correct.
Why?
Well, I'm not going to kill myself, and I'm not going to kill the 5 people, so 1 person's good.
Okay. If you are in the bystander one with 3 options, what do you choose?
I'm killing the 1 person that isn't myself.
The 1 person that's not yourself. Why?
'Cause I don't really want to kill 5 people, and I'm not killing myself, so.
Okay. Okay, bystander with 3 options. Would you kill someone else, or leave it to kill the 5?
I would kill someone else.
Why?
Because I don't want to kill myself, and I don't want to kill 5 people.
Valid.
Alright, so that's all I have. And it seems like everyone I asked had sort of the same responses, and I think that's kind of interesting to see that most people would rather kill the stranger than kill themselves, which is what I said earlier. It's about selfishness, I think, and the fear of dying. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed.